What's going on, everybody? Yannick here, and this is my thoughts on the iPhone Air. I am absolutely in love with this phone. It's the thinnest and one of the lightest phones they've ever made, and in my opinion, the best Apple iPhone since the iPhone 10. But Yannick, what about the single lens? Well, I actually thought this was going to be an issue, and about 5 or 6 times it was when I first got it, but there are solutions to it, and that's what I want to talk about in this video. So, all right, so just to back up and be a little bit honest, I found out that I'm like, man, I use the ultra wide more than I thought. I was like, I'm not going to miss that, and you can do the 2x zoom with this, so I was like, it's somewhat of a telephoto. So you get the 1x wide, and then you can zoom into 2x, so you get semi-telephoto, but I'm like, really the one thing you're really missing out here is the ultra wide. I was like, I don't even use it. There's about 5 or 6 different times, like I went camping and I'm in the RV and I'm like, I wish I could zoom out, this and that, and I'm at the lake and I wish I could have gotten a better shot of the lake. And so there's a couple of times I wish I had the ultra wide. But those don't matter because there's a few hacks and just how amazing this product is. So it's 165 grams. It is insanely thin. I mean, you have to kind of see it to believe how thin this is. I mean, we're coming up on paper thin with this. You guys know I care all about weight. It's titanium. I was a little bit worried because they switched to aluminum with the Pro phones. And I was so excited because I've been saying that for years that they needed to go back to aluminum. And then they're like, we're going to do titanium on the thinnest, lightest one. I was like, wait, that doesn't make any sense. But this is lighter than the Pros, even though it's still titanium. And so I'm not mad at it. I mean, and I love titanium as a material. It's like, it is my favorite material. Well, besides aluminum, I love aluminum too. This is just more durable. So let me get to the camera hacks. Okay, so for anybody watching this, it's like, I would never buy that for the single lens camera. All right, so like I said, you're really only missing the ultra wide. So what's the hack to get around that? So this is a 26 millimeter. Typically your ultra wides are around 15 to 16 millimeters, okay? Hack number 1, front facing camera. That, my friends, is 20 millimeters. So just having the thought of like, oh wait, I just have to do this, and now I have a 20 millimeter ultra wide camera. The other thing is pano. Stitch together a quick pano shot. Again, this is if you're in a crunch. Boom, you've got more of your surroundings. So that's 2 hacks that people almost never even occurs to them. Because you know, when you're trying to take a picture, you're kind of in a rush. So you can just quickly flip it, snap, use the front facing, or swipe 2 times over to pano, shoot a pano real quick. So those are the 2 hacks. But honestly, what I love about this, that it took me switching back to a single lens camera to realize, is it made me take the old GoPro DJI Osmo Action 5 out of the drawer, blow the dust off of it, and actually start using it again. And that part made me happy. I was like, you know what? Through losing the ultra wide, I discovered or rediscovered the purpose of having these other cameras. And it made whipping out my DJI Action 5 Pro fun again, and made me want to use it again. Because to be honest, there really hadn't been a reason to even really have one. So that's the other thing, is I think it's having the single lens camera is great for those just quick point and shoot moments. But this phone has made me rediscover the benefits of all my other camera gear. You know, I've got the Pocket 3. I just bought the Osmo 360, which I want to make a video about. I'm falling in love with that. And the Action 5 Pro. The Action 6 just came out, but I figure I'm probably not going to get that. Usually I would, but I'm like, you know what? I was watching videos and the performance is like the same. So I've been calling this the big iPhone Mini, which makes no sense to most, but to me it makes sense because it's like the iPhone Mini that we wanted. Like the Mini was amazing. I was like the biggest proponent of it. I got it literally 2 years in a row, and then they killed it. But people were like, it's just too small. This thing, it has like no drawbacks. You can argue that your thumb can't reach everywhere on the screen, which would be a true argument. But it's so light that the adjusting to do it doesn't even bother you because it's so light. This is the iPhone 5S or SE, however you want to say. This is the SE, but it's the 5S body. This was about 110 grams. The Mini was 141 grams weight. This is 165, and it's incredible. So, anyways, those are just my quick thoughts and some hacks on the camera. I love this thing. I think it's one of the best devices that they've ever made, to be honest. I was disappointed in how much the pros weigh, especially with them switching back to aluminum. There's like no excuse that they would be, I think they're even heavier than the previous year's pros, which is kind of insane. But anyways, I'll see you guys on the next one.